Hey guys, welcome back to Vince-Vell Customs. Today I'm sharing with you my Blink custom statue made from the Sideshow Psylocke statue. Now, the Psylocke statue I got was pretty much messed up, damaged, and it was all in pieces because I guess it must have been a replacement somebody was going to throw out. I got my hands on it, repaired her, and created Blink. So, basically there's a lot of little pieces here and there that I'll explain what I did. Of course, I put the body back together, and what I did was used her head with some tweaks and created Blink. So basically the head was tweaked up a little bit with the neck. It is the EX head, and just did some things here and there to it, gave her the ears. Now there are some pieces used from other statues. So these two wisps here are actually from the Sideshow Rogue statue that I've had a couple rogues in the past where I took off those front ends because they were all damaged, and I used it for this. Now, I sculpted the hair, redid the neckline, the boobs, I did the neck piece here, and I also created her back pouch. Now, the back pouch is actually magnetized in. I did this because I wanted to do safe shipping. Now, this piece right here, if you can see, is actually the bottom of a Sideshow premium format Miss Marvel head that I had a while back that I customized, and I chopped off the magnet. So what I did is I attached it in here with the screw and pretty much did that. Now I sculpted all her spikes, and I chromed them out with some pink chrome, so they're pretty much look like they're glowing. So the reason why I did that was because for safe shipping and make sure everything can go and all that stuff. Now, of course, her arms are magnetized in. Just basically what I did was just take the, area and just put those in like that. Now, what I had to do is I had to take out the swords. So what I had to do is drill out the swords, and then I sculpted the spikes. Then I put the spikes into her hands with glue. So this way they kind of look like they're actually in the hand instead of like sculpted around. So it worked out pretty good. I did all that first, put them in, and then glued, and it just worked out. So that was pretty good. And I kind of gave her a nice skin tone paint up that would look like Blink. Her eyes are basically chrome silver with some clears on the edges just to make it look like it's glowing like in the comic. Her hair is mixed with magentas and purples. It doesn't really show up too well on the cameras, but they are there. And now also for her outfit, these pieces, if you recognize it, they're from a Mystique comiquette from Sideshow. Of course, I did a couple Mystiques in the past where I ripped off those pieces that are in the front and they were collecting dust. So what I did was I chopped them up, tweaked them a little bit, and they worked out pretty good to fit on Blink. So, and then her outfit's a nice green, bright green. Her skin tones are all mixed up with magentas, pinks, and purples. So I tried to give her a nice, realistic look, but with pinkish colors. And for her base is a generic base, but what it is, it's gunmetal around the side, and then it looks like she's teleported in, kinda. So, and the reason why I had to go so thick is because the spike within her leg goes down so far, so I really couldn't have just this base. I had to actually add more to it, and that's just how that worked out. So, but that is Blink, and even if you're a big fan of Age of Apocalypse like I am, this was a lot of fun working on. This is like one of those characters you'll probably never ever see made again. I know they did it with the bus, but the bus that they came out with wasn't really all there. I didn't like it. The paint job, factory paint jobs were bad, and the sculpt was good. It's just the factories just couldn't pull it off. But this is Blink, and if you are a fan, hopefully you guys like the way she came out. Now her tattoo is, it's kind of like a pinkish magenta, and like I said, my camera doesn't really pull up a lot, but it came out pretty good. It was a lot of fun working on her. Hopefully you guys like the way she came out, and we'll see you next time.